They say the most powerful kingdoms are not built on land, but in the mind. Yet most people let their minds run wild, chasing every distraction like leaves in the wind. In the heart of a sleepless city, Cale sat in his cramped apartment, drowning in half-finished plans and endless notifications. His desk was a battlefield, coffee-stained notes, glowing screens, and a phone that never stopped buzzing. He wanted to lead, to build something that would outlast him, but his days slipped away in a blur of noise. Every idea felt urgent, every message demanded a reply, and every hour ended with nothing truly finished. One evening, his mentor, a man who had built empires from nothing, called him to the tallest tower in the city. The elevator doors opened to a rooftop bathed in the orange glow of sunset. From up there, the streets below glowed like tangled veins of light, cars and people rushing in every direction. "This," the mentor said quietly, "is your mind right now, busy, noisy, unfocused." Cale frowned. "But I'm working hard." The old man shook his head. "Hard work without direction is like rowing in circles. You feel the motion, but you never arrive." He pressed a small hourglass into Cale's hand. The glass was warm from the mentor's palm, the sand inside glinting in the fading light. "From now on, you will control your hours, or they will control you." That night, Cale couldn't sleep. The city's hum outside his window felt like the noise inside his head. At dawn, he rose before the sun, the hourglass on his desk like a silent challenge. He wrote down 3 priorities, no more, no less. Every time his mind wandered, he flipped the hourglass and returned to the task. At first, it felt like a battle. His thoughts rebelled, craving the chaos they were used to. He would reach for his phone without thinking, open tabs he didn't need, drift into daydreams. But each time, the falling sand pulled him back. Days turned into weeks. The noise began to fade. His focus sharpened like a blade. He stopped saying yes to everything. He learned to delegate. He began to think in systems, not just tasks. His mornings became sacred, no calls, no meetings, just deep work. Afternoons were for strategy, evenings for reflection. Slowly, the scattered pieces of his life began to align. One rainy afternoon, he found himself in a cafe, watching the world rush by. People hurried past the window, their faces lit by the glow of their phones. He realized he used to be one of them, always reacting, never leading. Now, he chose what entered his mind. He guarded it like a fortress. The mentor's words echoed in him, freedom to choose what matters. Freedom to ignore what doesn't. Weeks later, he stood again at the tower. The city was still alive with chaos, but now his eyes went straight to the main roads, the clear paths. "You've learned to see the signal in the noise," his mentor said. "That is the CEO mindset, clarity and complexity." Cale smiled. "I thought discipline was about restriction. But it's actually about freedom." The old man nodded. "Freedom to build the life you choose, not the one that happens to you." From that day, Cale ran his life like a company. Every hour had a purpose. Every decision had a strategy. He reviewed his goals weekly, cut away what didn't serve them, and doubled down on what did. The empire in his mind began to take shape in the real world, a team that trusted him, projects that finished on time, ideas that turned into products. But the true shift wasn't in his schedule. It was in his identity. He no longer saw himself as someone trying to keep up. He was the one setting the pace. He understood that the CEO mindset wasn't about titles or offices. It was about owning your time, your energy, your direction. It was about saying no to the urgent so you could say yes to the important. We all have a city in our minds. Some streets lead nowhere. Some lead to the future we want. Discipline is the map. Focus is the compass. Without them, we wander. With them, we build. And the moment you discipline your mind, you stop being a passenger in your own life and become the one steering it.